Now Fields going to throw on the first play. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Play action. It's Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got a bike. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Again, they'll throw it with Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. First down, here's Mitchell. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Elijah Mitchell. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are on the board here first in the season opener. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Fields. This is caught by Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
A first down carry for Barkley. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Fields. This one goes out wide for Barkley. On the move past the 40. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
On play action, Fields. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Now Fields. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Lance. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. It's second down.
Brings up second and 5 at their 49-yard line.
Down.
Here's Lance. They'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, Lance. Right side, and he finds Gray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Again, it's Lance. It's caught. Mitchell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on second and long. Lance. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so they can throw the football.
The kick by Gold is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Naturally so. The defense was keyed in on everyone but the back on that play, and it took them an extra second to react when he got the carry. It's still a tough third down to pick up here, but a lot more manageable after an excellent carry on second down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
Catch is made by Herring. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oshane Ximines. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about in pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. And that is incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
Pulled in at the 24. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Lance now on 1st down. Finding Gray going across the field. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now play fake. Lance. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Lance looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Ayuk, complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Lance now on 1st down. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Gold is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a toss right side to Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That's a 3rd down conversion at 24 yards there. Nice play.
10 cycles.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Trey Lance, 51 yards. And the Niners are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw. That was a long touchdown to the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Play action. It's Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Off play action, Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. Up the middle with Barkley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now it's Fields. Looks for the out route, and it's complete to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. That's a 49ers 22-yard line.
Fields throwing again. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. And the 49ers are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 65 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the Bears are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a... the interception here, and look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. On play action, Fields. Catch is made by Harry. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Fields now to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Saquon 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Santos with the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Touchdown here, Santos to kick this one away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Lance steps away. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders.
Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part. He's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive. I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bears take over.
Their own 29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abuka able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A handoff to Barkley. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite 3rd and long on the horizon. They'll go to Barkley again.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought up a punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 4th down. Fields has to have this one. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Kwiatkowski able to maneuver in for the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And Lance's throw caught by Gray. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off, and on comes Robbie Gould. And Gould missed it. It's no good. Wide right for Gould, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Tariq Castro Fields who picked it. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 15. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call. It ended up maybe closing them out.
Right back to Mitchell on 2nd down. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. To throw, it's Lance. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Ready. Now here comes Ayuk on the jet sweep. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The toss left side for Mitchell. And some room to run now. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. 151 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yards.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Elijah Mitchell, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the 49ers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just... And now here is another interception. It's Tariq Castro-Fields who picked it. Oh, nice move. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight.
That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the 49ers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Gould to add the extra point. It's up and good, and they're in control now, 35-7.
Makes the score Niners 35, Bears 7. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Pringle going to stay in the end zone, and this will come out to the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally,
there he goes left side. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 51 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Here we go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's got to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for San Francisco, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My ace boom goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name? King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators, could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. They should have cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died or fed millions. With soul food flow that stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move they gladly imitated. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed. Not a coca key, I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let you heard, we eatin', talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the bag. Young Crizzle King, better add extra under that. Woo! I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
Oh, yeah.
Dollar. Hey. DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions. Here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just put up in this thing with my soldiers. I blew it and I'm still. Last minute I'ma need me some. Call up Khalifa. Bring the in the. You know I stay with some bad little baby. CGOD baby, know that's a gang gang. Crazy girls after the game. We doing honest, we going insane. Pouring this. Dead homies got me pouring this. We get awards where we give God the glory. I'm shooting my shot and most times I be scoring. Do this for my city, I bring on the trophy. Feel like Freddie Mercury, we the champions. Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I met the plug, introduced to my brother. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Standing in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. Ask me about my life, man, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My